this is a bank, and so
we're always
suspicious.
You're always paranoid? Yeah, it's okay. You don't have, you don't have any concerns about somebody on the public sidewalk taking photos, do you? You don't have any confidential information out here on display?
Well, but if you're taking pictures inside,
Oh, I'm not going inside. Yeah, I'll stay out here.
Okay, just curious, we have to ask.
Sure. Oh, here,
Okay. It's not criminal trespass. I just read him the statute. He's not willing to listen. I will read you the statute if you want.
Because you're refusing. Because we gave you the opportunity to leave, and now you're not doing it.
I don't need. You should give me the opportunity to exercise my constitutional rights by recording in a public space, respectfully.
Sir, excuse me, officer.
Ma'am.
No.
Any firearms?
No.
Excuse me?
Any firearms?
No, my key is
No, yes. I mean, this is ridiculous because you pulled him over for 10, and now you're trying to say what with the vehicle?
Okay.
What are you trying to say with the vehicle?
A 10 is not a probable
Get out of the car.
Absolutely, you can call me a constitutionalist because the United States Constitution is the supreme law of the land. It is the only law which I need to abide by. I have not heard anybody show me. No, you need to show me an injured party.
You will be taken into custody, transported to the jail. They will identify you.
They actually won't, because I do not consent to any searches and seizures. I do not consent to any of this. However, since you're going to violate my rights, I'm going to have the officer fill out my form for her Miranda rights.
In Pensacola, Florida, an auditor peacefully takes photos of a bank from the public sidewalk. The bank staff calls police. Worried about privacy, the auditor stays calm, knows his rights, and doesn't enter private property. Police confirm he's within the law and lets him continue. This is a clear example of your right to film in public if you want to see more videos like this and learn about your rights. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.
And see if these good folks have a problem with cameras, shall we? Here we go. Hey, how's it going? Because I'm a terrible artist. I can't really draw, so I take photos instead. Why do you take pictures?
Well, this is a bank, and so
we're always
suspicious.
You're always paranoid? Yeah, it's okay. You don't have, you don't have any concerns about somebody on the public sidewalk taking photos, do you? You don't have any confidential information out here on display?
Well, but if you're taking pictures inside,
Oh, I'm not going inside. Yeah, I'll stay out here.
Okay, just curious, we have to ask.
Sure. Oh, here, I have no what to tell you. I got sent out here on an assignment to get some pictures and video of the building, and I don't really ask a lot of questions. I just come out and do it.
Okay, I just wasn't notified, and hopefully I am notified.
Yeah, no, I don't think my boss would notify you though. I don't work for Hancock Whitney, and my boss doesn't either. So we definitely are not employed by Hancock Whitney. Hey,
Okay.
You just gotta shut the blinds. See, yeah, if there's anything out here, if you guys see it and you don't like it, I just shut the blinds. You should be fine.
Okay.
No worries.
Well, let me know if I can help you with anything.
Also, I mean, have a bottle of water if you give them out. Other than that, I'm good.
I don't have that. I usually do, but I don't have
Bummer. All right, you have to go. Hey, I like your flag. I saw a bank the other day. Their flag was in tatters, so I appreciate you guys having a decent, respectable flag up there. Makes me sad when I see them in tatters, you know?
Yeah, true.
All right, you have a good one.
Have a good day.
How's it shaking?
Not bad. How are you doing today?
No complaints?
Yeah.
Woo, that's a heck of a last name. Let me see. No, don't tell me. It's Officer. Is it Thomas Dogovich?
Thomas Sagovich.
Oh, is this close?
All right.
Shaking, man.
Are you staying on the sidewalks? We're not going on the bank property or anything like that? All right.
There's two good folks over here, Hancock Whitney. Call it. Got some down here. Photograph the entire block. Never fails. Bank people always lose their freaking minds.
Yeah, that's basically it. They're just weirded out. Someone was taking pictures
Usually
of them.
when they call 911 on me, which is almost always what they do, it's like that's for emergencies, man on the sidewalk taking photos of an emergency. They almost always say he's taking photos inside the bank and he won't leave, which of course is a blatant lie because I don't actually go inside the bank, let alone step on their property. But they always say he's taking pictures inside our bank and he won't leave. And often I said, "Oh, well, come on, they're trespassing." No, it's just 30 seconds.
Yeah, you're good.
It is what it is.
So are you a photographer? Or?
I am, yeah, but it's got sent out here on assignment to kind of get pictures of, just the bank actually, but I typically photograph the entire block.
Okay.
One time I photographed a bank and then the boss was like, "What's that 2 doors down?" So I don't play that game now. Now I see the entire freaking block. So if he says, "What's that 2 doors down?" I've got a picture of it.
All right. Well, you have a good one, man.
How are you today?
No complaints on yourself?
Not much. What's going on out here?
Oh, a lot of traffic. A lot of traffic.
You do anything specific?
No, just getting some pictures of the building.
Oh, sweet. All right.
Yeah. Hold up, brother.
Anything else you want us to let us know?
Excellent. Thomas, you have a bottle of water. I ran out of water.
Let me check. I may have one. Give me a minute.
Well, so far so good. I'm very impressed.
It ain't cold, but I got one.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, you did?
Thank you, brother.
There?
Yeah, sort of. I just got an assignment to come out here and get some footage of the building. Hey, I was gonna tell you, compliments on your flag. I saw a Truist Bank.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have to record him when it comes out. I saw a Truist Bank in, where was it? Was it Milton, Florida, perhaps? I think it was Milton, Florida. And it was so bad, it was ripped in shreds, in multiple shreds. And somebody got the wise idea, I presume, to like, hey, let's prevent the flag from shredding more. Go outside and tie the shreds together in knots. So it's,
don't do that.
Oh my, I had to take a picture of that poster on social media. I'm
try to
like,
always make
Truist
sure-
Bank, get your shit together,
Yeah, I
man.
try to always make sure it comes down in bad weather. You know, try to go on like that.
Did you run this place?
I'm one of the commercial loan officers.
Oh, yeah. Are you not Michael, are you?
I am.
Are you? I saw your book there, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Stephen R. Covey. That is a very good book.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, have a great rest of the day. Enjoy the water.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Yeah, that's great. The door. There you go.
I'm Diane.
How's it going? What's up, Diane?
So,
What's shaking?
I'm sorry?
I said, what's shaking?
Not just checking in. I didn't see who was taking pictures out here.
Oh, yeah, I can't imagine I'll be out here for more than an hour or two. It's got to get photos of the entire building, as much as I can see out here at least, and photos and video.
Trying to work on.
I can't actually say. I've got an employer, and I am not at liberty to say who I work for and why I'm out here. I can tell you that there's a million reasons why I've been hired to get photos and videos of a place. Everything from early scouting for the TV show Cheaters to places closing down a branch and they want footage of the condition of the building before they close it down. Sometimes they want activity. I'll do a time lapse and just do activity of people coming in and out of a building for an hour and a half.
But working at a bank, I guess you understand the concern of you taking pictures into our windows?
I really don't actually. Now I'm looking in here. I can barely see silhouettes in here, let alone anything resembling confidential information.
Will our building manager know that you are here?
I don't know. I have a list of 3 names. I was told I could talk to these folks if they were to come out.
Okay.
And I don't know who the building manager is, what the building manager's name is. If they were to come out and say, "Hey, I'm so and so," I could chat. Are you by chance the bank manager?
I am.
What's your first name?
Diane.
Diane. Hold on one second. Let me just double check this list. Where'd it go? There's no Diane on the list, so it's possible that the building manager would be on the list. I don't know. I really don't know.
Name?
I can't even say that actually.
And you're not going to tell me what company you're with?
I cannot tell you what company I'm with.
Can I ask you to hold off on your pictures until we get this resolved?
Well, I mean, I guess I'm confused with what would you get resolved? Like what's the?
I'm concerned that you're taking pictures into our building, and I want to make sure that you have the authority to be taking pictures.
Oh no, yeah, I definitely have that. Wait, hold on one second. Now that I've got actually in writing here, it's. Well, I mean, I don't know if you want to read the whole thing. It's the First Amendment to the Constitution. So basically, it's a free press. Okay. See, we're in the United States of America. This isn't North Korea or 1938 Nazi Germany. So, yeah, I can definitely. The general rule of thumb in the United States of America, they have what they call
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to check with our building lease management and get some information from them, and we'll check back in with you. How's that sound?
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. I'll be out here for a while.
All right, sounds good.
Oh.
Hey, how's it going?
Who are you?
Sorry. Oh, wait, hold on one second. Motorcycle's low out loud. I can't hear you.
Who are you? What are you doing?
Who am I? Well, I'm taking pictures. Who are you?
What are you taking them for?
Because I'm a terrible artist. If I try to draw this, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference between this building and a Burger King. So I take photos instead of drawing so that later on I can look at it. Come on down. I'd be happy to chat with you about it.
Taking pictures inside people's windows and everything?
Oh, you don't know how blinds work. There's a blinds hotline. I can give you a number for it if you want. Essentially, most blinds, they have like a little string. You pull on the string, the blinds will turn, and then it prevents people from being. So maybe I think a fellow your age would know how glass works, windows will have you. If you can see out, a lot of times people can actually see in. So yeah.
What are you doing taking pictures in the windows?
What am I doing taking pictures of the windows? You pretty much just described it. I'm taking pictures of the building in general. Yeah.
But who are you connected with?
Oh, I can't tell you that, I'm afraid. I didn't know who you are, sir. Are you one of the attorneys here?
I sure am.
Gotcha. Are you Mr. Staples?
Yeah, I'm going to call the landlord and see what's going on.
That might not be a bad idea.
Okay.
Has anybody said anything to you about them selling this building?
They didn't say anything.
They haven't said anything to you about that?
No.
Yeah, it's, I'm not saying that's what's happening, but oftentimes when I get sent out to take pictures, it's because they're gonna sell the building and any photos won't have you.
Okay.
Complaints? I said no complaints.
Yes, sir. Some of the patients are a little upset. They don't want their picture taken just because of HIPAA and everything. Is it okay if we wait till we finish? We close in about 30 minutes.
I don't know what their concern is. I'm not seeing their medical records. So, yeah,
Pictures of people coming in and out.
I just tell him, he's out in public and on public property. There's really nothing we can do about it. I mean, I've got an assignment to come out here and get some pictures, and this was the time I was supposed to come out. There's a little gal in here waving though. So yeah, I unfortunately I've got to do it now. This is the time of day I'm supposed to be out here.
Can we? We close in 30 minutes.
Yeah, and I'll probably be here for 45 minutes. So I just tell him, it's nothing we can do about it. The guy's out in public. So I
understand. What publication is it?
I can't tell you that actually. If I told you that, then you'd know who was doing the story on the chiropractic stuff in Pensacola. And we can't have that not until the story's published. So,
Sir.
Yeah, I come in peace, but
I understand.
yeah,
It's not necessarily me. It's just like I got to be respectful of the patients.
I just tell him not a lot we can do. The guy's in public. Maybe tell him to go park around back or something. All right, but I'm not going around back. I'm just getting stuff in the front. But I've got a job to do, and this is the time of day I'm supposed to be doing it. So.
What you're taking pictures of?
Mostly just the building and anybody that comes in and out.
Why?
I can't really get into that actually. I've got an assignment and I just come out here and take the pictures that I was asked to take and don't ask a lot of questions, honestly.
Taking pictures of our patients walking in and out of our building?
Anything and anyone I can see, yes.
Can I get your name?
Don't you have your own? I mean, I can give you my little
business card?
I can give you my, let's see. I can indeed give you the old calling card. Again, let me see here. Hold on. Boop. There we go. This is, that is my calling card, but that's from Anton's in Austin, Texas. They've got a photo booth there, and That's obviously that's not me. Oh, all right. Okay, all right, yeah, I'm okay though. So you don't want my calling card? Okay, all right.
Stop filming our faces.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. I got an assignment, and I'm just fulfilling that assignment. So, are they embarrassed to come here, or I don't? What's the problem?
It's called privacy.
Well, we're out in public here, so there's no expectation of privacy out in public.
Have a real nice day.
You too.
You're not being very.
I really can't talk about it. I've got a job to do, and I won't bother. No, I don't need to talk to any police officers. So if they come out, I don't plan on chit-chatting with them.
Well, they're on their way.
That's fantastic. Why? I gotta ask you, ma'am, why would you call the police on a man out in public taking photos? Ma'am, I'm out in public taking photos. Why would you call you? Do you think that what I'm doing is against the law? So you don't think it's against the law, but you call law enforcement. Maybe you should have called, what do they call it? Wine 11? Call ambulance? Yeah, it's Wine 11. Because the police, there's not a damn thing they can do about me out here in public taking photos. And if they bother showing up, you will see that. Because they will leave without knowing who I am, and I will still be here taking photos. So if they happen to violate my rights, though, it's Henry Chiropractic that's going to get sued because you guys called the police on a man out taking photos. Sure, I'm all ears. Do I believe everything people say? Do you, ma'am, I know what that has to do with you. I know what that has to do with you calling the police on a man out taking photos, but you do you, boo. You do you. I will educate the police if and when they show up. You have a nice day, too.
At the Illinois Secretary of State office, an auditor records inside a public lobby. Police demand he stop and try to trespass him, but he calmly asserts his constitutional right to film. Officers can't provide clear legal reasons and refuse to check with their legal counsel. Eventually, authorities confirm filming in public areas is allowed if no laws are broken. This video shows how standing firm protects your First Amendment rights. Subscribe to learn more and defend your freedoms.
No, I don't need any help today. Thanks, sir.
Okay. Do you have any SOS related business I can help you with at all?
No.
No, okay. Can I ask you to turn the video off inside the facility?
Yeah, you can ask, and I'm going to respectfully decline.
Well, I had to ask.
Yeah, sure. No, I appreciate that.
Alright, so I'm sure you know the process, right? Because you've done this before.
What's the process?
Well, I gotta notify the police department that you're in here.
Sure.
I'll just let you know. That
Yeah.
way you're not-
I appreciate you being respectful, but, and respectfully back, we do have the right, this being a state-funded facility and a public lobby.
Yeah. I've looked into it, and I've gotta do that, so just let you know.
I understand your guys' policies. We're just exercising constitutional rights is all.
Sure.
I'm doing good, how are you?
Not too bad.
You mind if I start with your name and badge number?
Yep, Officer McMean, and 214 is my badge number.
Can you say your last name? I don't want to.
McMean.
McMean?
Yep.
And what was the number again?
214.
214?
Yep,
Appreciate
you want to go outside and we'll talk real quick and we'll figure out what's going on?
Respectfully, am I being ordered to go outside?
Yeah, we're going to go outside.
So I'm being detained right now?
Just until we figure out what they want done.
What do you mean by what they want done?
What'd you come in recording for?
Because it's a constitutional right.
Doing anything other than that, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna file a FOIA request before I leave.
Yeah, more than welcome to, man.
Yeah, appreciate that.
No problem. You want to head outside and we'll talk, though?
If I'm not being ordered to go outside, I'd rather not, because I do have the right to be in here. So unless I'm under the threat of arrest.
So time will be 4 to 6 weeks. Probably 6 weeks.
Want to read that on your way in, man?
How we doing? I'm doing good. How are you? Mind if I get your name and badge number? Yeah, my name's Investigator Ryan Metter with the Illinois Secretary of State Police. Yes, sir. Are you a First Amendment auditor? Is that what you're doing? I'm just a citizen exercising constitutional rights today. Sure. So, as you know, there's a sign there that says notice recording or photography of any type is not allowed. Okay. Yep. So, can't have you videotaping inside the facility. And there's that. State's case law favors. State of Illinois has to not allow the recording or photography of any type in Secretary of State facilities. All inquiries should be directed to the Secretary of State Office of the General Counsel, 217-785-3094, and ask for Pamela. Do you have any case law attached with this that you'd be willing to provide me, or? Contact the General Counsel and they'll be able to give it to you. So, you have your ID on you? No, I don't actually. Okay. What's your name? Am I being detained right now? I mean, unless the Secretary of State wants you trespass, that's why I'm trying to get your name. Okay. What statute would that be trespassing under? State-supported land? Well, you disregarded a sign that says recording of any type is not allowed, so you violated that sign. So you are suspecting me of trespassing? I'm saying if we want to trespass you, I would need your name. So as of right now, you're not being trespassed. Okay. So as of right now, I'm not under suspicion of a crime. Okay, here's the thing though. If you show back up and you cause issues, then we'll have your name. Nobody even asked me to leave. Okay. Well, they're asking you to leave. Okay. Well, respectfully, I'm going to decline. So now you are trespassing. Okay. So what is your name? Would you mind, before we move any more forward, because I'm gonna do you a favor. Yep. Okay, before anybody loses qualified immunity, look up the statute that you're willing to trespass me under and cite that. I promise you it. Okay. Are you refusing to leave the property? Will I be arrested if I don't leave? You'll be cited. Yeah. I'll be cited with what citing? Criminal trespass to property. Actually, it's criminal trespass to state-supported property. Because you're refusing. Look that statute up, and it will be in plain text why I am not in violation of that statute. I've just been through this. I'm doing you a favor, Metter, Officer Metter. Yeah, you got the name right. Yep. And most people mispronounce it. So well, you gave it to me first, and I appreciate that. Yeah. Obviously, in the heat of the moment, that I'm not very confrontational at all. I'm not looking for a confrontation, but I'm not looking to have my rights stepped on. I understand. I respect that. I respect your, I appreciate that and everything. And like I said, I'm just telling you that, that's why I gave you that piece of paper, okay? And here's the thing. I'm not looking at writing you a ticket. Right. I'm not wanting to go down that. I'm just wanting you to respect your rights. So like the summons, out of the building. Yeah, the summons for the ticket, would that go to the municipal court in Salem? It would go to the Marion County Courthouse. Okay. Yes, I'm going to do you one last favor here. I'm not telling you I'm trespassing you, but I would like your name for my case. Yeah, and I understand how that goes, but no matter what, I'm not going to give it. I'm going to do one last favor for everybody here. Call Tim Hudspeth. You're going to do yourself a very big favor with your career, and I'm not trying to be a dick. Yeah. I know it sounds very pretentious me saying that. Call Tim Hudspeth right now, and I promise you he will tell you I'm fine to do what I'm doing. That's the bottom line. Okay? If I refuse to leave, well, I'm going to go back inside. And now he's stating he's going to go back inside. Absolutely. I have the right to. I came out here on my own free will, not because I was being detained. Just do me a favor. You're allowed to stay outside, but you can't record inside. Oh, I'm allowed to be inside also. I promise you, I told these guys, call Tim Hudspeth. It's going to save you guys from having to lose your qualified immunity over this. This is clearly established. The prosecutor of Salem, of Marion County, knows exactly what I'm doing, and he will tell you. You do yourself a favor and speak with him. I told you my first name. Can I at least get your first name so I'm not saying sir? Respectfully, I'm not going to. You can just call me sir. I appreciate that. Okay, sir, you're not allowed on the property. You're not allowed inside. Okay, you're trespassed. Okay, so you're not allowed. By who? The Illinois Secretary of State. So you're by trespass. So you're not going to call Tim Hudspeth? As a state officer, right now I'm trespassing you from the property. Whether or not you have a right to be somewhere, the the people who have this property have a right to trespass you. Well, it's public property. Yeah, but we can trespass you from this property, okay, because it's state property.
So you're just going to not even do yourself the favor and call Tim Hudspeth?
I called my sergeant. That's all I need to call.
But the prosecuting attorney of this county, you're not willing to count?
State policy dictates exactly what I gave you.
Well, respectfully, I'm trying to help you here, right? Because I'm not. You're misinformed.
I'm sorry to feel that way.
You don't even do yourself the favor of calling him, though. Like I'm obviously.
My sergeant. That's all I need to call. And I provided you documentation from our legal counsel as far as
Would either one of you be willing to call Tim Hudspeth?
This is Secretary of State property. Secretary of State is.
And I just read you the statute that he was trying to cite me with.
And I just told
so
you. So
nobody's willing to even save yourselves the qualified immunity.
From what I'm gathering, we're kind of at an impasse, right?
Well, yeah, because I'm exercising rights and you're violating rights. That's the impasse.
I'm sorry you feel that way. So right now, you are on state property, okay? So, and I am asking you to leave. If you fail to leave, then you will be charged for criminal trespass.
It's not criminal trespass. I just read him the statute. He's not willing to listen. I will read you the statute if you want.
Because you're refusing. Because we gave you the opportunity to leave, and now you're not doing it.
I don't need. You should give me the opportunity to exercise my constitutional rights by recording in a public space. Respectfully, if that's causing an issue to you, I'm sorry that you feel that way. That's not very American, nor is it very oath that you honored to uphold to the Constitution of you. You all swore an oath to uphold the Constitution, and nobody here, 25% of us that were standing here care about that. You guys realize that? That's me. You don't care, and you don't care because nobody has given themselves the due diligence of calling Tim Hudspeth and confirming this. I promise you. It's going to look really bad. This stuff gets posted online, you know. Obviously, it gets posted online. You guys know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, and you guys aren't willing to save yourselves that you swore to uphold? That's sad. That's honestly kind of pathetic, guys. You can't convert a constitutionally protected activity into a crime. So, I'm not trespassing. I'm not refusing to identify. I'm not failing to leave. I'm none of them things. I'm a free man. So, am I still being detained?
We're going to speak with Officer Maverick, SOS Police. He'll be right back out.
Are you guys leaving? Okay, I just want to make sure because, you know.
Okay, there's the Secretary of State officer in there. Okay. Yep. I'd be the one to go to.
I just happen to walk up
Yep,
here.
I'll get it.
An auditor calmly stands up to police who demand ID and try to force him out of his truck without a valid reason. The officers delay calling a supervisor and threaten arrest without explanation. The auditor knows his rights and won't back down. Watch what happens next if you want to see more real encounters and learn about your rights. Hit subscribe and stay tuned.
Because the law says so, man.
What law?
Can you just please
For
step out
some
of the vehicle?
chat? The law does not say that.
I'm not searching you. I'm not searching the car. I'm running the VIN. That's it.
It's right there on the
The van
dashboard.
is right.
While you're
It's outside. You could clearly see that.
While you're on the vehicle.
That's not the law, sir. That's not the law. Can you call your supervisor before you do anything further?
You're going to get out of the car.
I do not consent, sir, with that. I just would like for you to call your supervisor and have your supervisor come here.
We're not doing that right now.
Wait a second.
Yes.
That's crazy.
I do not for no tent, sir. I do not consent, sir.
Don't roll it down. You're going to get it broken.
I do not consent, sir.
Sir, hold on. Wait, sir.
I do not consent.
Let me ask this.
Sir, excuse me, officer.
Ma'am.
No.
Any firearms?
No.
Excuse me?
Any firearms?
No, my kids.
No, yes. I mean, this is ridiculous because you pulled him over for 10, and now you're trying to say what with the vehicle?
Okay.
What are you trying to say with the vehicle?
A 10 is not a probable
Get out
cause.
of the car. If
Why?
I ask you again, I'm going to have to escort you out of the vehicle.
Why?
You're going to be placed under arrest.
Why?
A place under arrest for
Are you
what?
going to get out of the car?
What are the charges if you was to do that?
He asked for a supervisor as well.
I do not want to move. I'm not going nowhere.
Take you to rest. I'm not trying to take you.
Look,
But you're saying, okay, sir, okay, listen, because right now it's.
I'm not trying to go nowhere.
Exactly. The van is on the side of the door. The van is on the top of there.
Yeah, I did.
I
turned the
know.
vehicle off for you, sir. I'm not trying to go nowhere.
Okay, can you step out of the vehicle?
No. Why?
Step out
Supervisor, please. I do not consent when get out of my vehicle because I did not break a law. You said you pulled me over for tent, and the tent is not even the probable cause, sir.
Out of the vehicle?
No. I'm sitting right here. I'm sitting right here.
I'm telling you, you're gonna go to jail.
Tent is not a probable cause, sir.
I'm telling you, you're gonna go to jail.
His license is valid.
Yes.
His tag, his license plate is valid.
Run it.
His license plate is valid.
My dealership is good.
He has a
Run the
dealership.
van.
His dealer plate is on the van.
Right, run the deal. I'm trying to go to the, and you can see, I'm
Oh
trying to
my
go
God.
to the bowling alley to meet my family. All my cousins
Right.
at the bowling alley for my other cousin's birthday. We're headed to the bowling alley, sir.
That's all I'm asking you to do. Step out.
For what?
Why?
Step out.
But
I
you're
do
still not
consent.
telling us why.
You ain't said, you never said why.
Pennsylvania versus Mims. I do not have to give you a reason.
Pennsylvania?
Police. We in Ohio.
I'm telling you.
We in Ohio.
Hey, sir,
We in Ohio.
sir, no.
Now under arrest.
We in
Under
Ohio.
arrest for
Why?
what?
You never
You're not
told
under
me.
arrest. Get out of the car.
You never told
Under
me.
arrest for what?
Call my mother. I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting.
Hey, no. Y'all listen, he's not even resisting. He's not even resisting.
I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting, sir. I don't want no problems. Y'all just never telling me what I'm arrested for. You never told me. My license good. My dealership is good. You said you pulled me over for 10.
You put him over for 10 and you're dragging him out of the car. You snatching him out of the car for 10. Oh, we're not going to search you. Oh, we just need to check your VIN. Get out of the car. He asked for a supervisor, and you guys won't even do that.
You told me you pulled me over for 10. I'm supposed to be getting a ticket. That's it.
We'll talk in a minute.
Talk in the minute.
About what?
We just tried to have a conversation.
I did.
No, we tried to have a conversation.
To do what? Tell me. Y'all still not telling me what I did.
Exactly.
You still not telling me what I did. Hey, call somebody.
Why are you looking in the car?
Because the vehicle's going to be getting towed now.
Why?
He's under arrest.
Why?
I have to explain nothing to you.
Why? I'm a valid driver's license.
Doesn't matter.
Why are you towing the vehicle?
Because I'm arresting him.
For what? Now why are you arresting him? You just said you weren't arresting him.
I told him I need to step out.
Officer Rose?
At a Colorado State Patrol stop, a man calmly challenges the officer, asking what crime he committed and refusing to show ID without cause. He stands firm on his constitutional rights despite pressure and threats of arrest. Meanwhile, in Garden Grove, California, citizens filming from a public sidewalk are forcibly detained without evidence or crime. Highlighting the harsh reality of rights being ignored. These real encounters show the importance of knowing your rights. You can ask why you're stopped. Refuse to show ID without reasonable suspicion. Remain silent, request a supervisor, and always record. Stay calm, stay firm, and protect your rights. Watch to see how these situations unfold and learn how to defend yourself legally.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. Do you mind rolling down the window?
It's good right here.
All right, sir, I'm super right away with the Colorado State Patrol. Reason I'm contacting you, I didn't see you had a plate.
Yeah, it's on the front. Well, you didn't see it from the backside because you weren't following me. You came from the front.
That's the only reason I'm contacting you.
Okay.
Okay, where are you headed to?
That's none of your concern.
All right, I'll need to see your license, please. I need
Okay,
to see
what
your
crime have I committed?
Like I said, your plate wasn't displayed on the back as it's required by law.
It is actually.
Back bumper.
And is that by law?
Yes, sir.
And where does it state that? And what statute is
I'll give
that?
you the statute. I'll write it down so you have it.
Okay.
I will need to see your driver's license, please, the registration, and the insurance.
And this is a crime. This is an actual
It's simply
crime. This is a
traffic
law.
infraction, sir. I
Okay,
need to
so
see your information,
without
please.
that,
Look, I'm not
That's
trying to
secondary.
cause issues.
I'm not trying to
And just so
either.
that you are
I'm
aware,
saying that it's.
reporting as well.
I am too.
Okay.
Without actually committing a crime, without having been seen, suspected,
It's a
or
traffic
making.
infraction, which I have every right to contact you based off of what my job description is. I
And
need to see your driver's.
That's not actually an emergency, and you're using your emergency lights.
To identify yourself?
What's that?
Is there a reason you're refusing to give me any identification?
Because I have not committed a crime and I have not been suspected of
still
committing
need
an
to see your
actual crime.
information. If
No, you do
speak
not.
with the supervisor, that's fine.
You
Yes,
can call a supervisor and we will sit here and wait.
Owner of this vehicle?
You can call a supervisor. You can run the tags. The tags are there. They are.
Vehicle. It's a simple question.
Again, you may run the tags. I'm not identifying myself and I'm not going to answer your questions. You may call a supervisor and have them come out here.
To identify yourself requires further action. I don't want to do that to you today. I simply pulled
So
you over
today is a
because of
stop
the
and so Colorado's a stop and ID state now?
Yes, it is, sir.
No, it is
Always.
not. It is not a stop and ID state. No, it is not. Get your supervisor out here.
I will.
Thank you.
Please stay here. Shut it off.
I'm not going anywhere. It's cold. I'm going to leave my heater on.
Mr. Anderson,
I'm not answering any of your questions.
I understand that. My supervisor's on the phone if you'd like to speak with him.
No, they need to come out here
I
physically.
understand that, but he's in a different county. I'm going to need you to try to talk on the phone with him. If that's not sufficient, I'll let him know, but he is on the phone right
No,
now.
I need to be able to see your supervisor here because you had told me this is a stop and ID state, which it's not. So that was a lie, your first one.
You're failing to present any identification, sir. That is an infraction.
No, it is not because I have not been suspected of committing an actual crime.
told you, there
My
wasn't
tag is
contact
clearly displayed in the back.
You need to have it mounted.
No,
as
it is not. Show me the law where it states that. You said you were going to get it.
Speak with him.
No, I would like to see the law, first of all, that you told me that. And then second of all, I would like your supervisor here, present here.
Give me a few minutes, please. Sarge, do you want to talk to him? You're on.
Because right now this is a 4th Amendment and a 14th Amendment violation. You have committed kidnapping.
Revised statute 423202, number plates to be attached.
Okay, that's a Colorado revised statute. You need to show me a law.
And the very rear of the vehicle.
Yes, the very front and the very rear. Ask your trooper right now where my tags are, my front and my rear.
He's already been advised.
In the back window is not the rearmost of the vehicle, sir.
That and what is wrong with my bumper? Ask your trooper what happened to my bumper and what my bumper looks like and why my license plate is not affixed to my
The
bumper.
ability to mount that plate onto the back.
Negative, I do not.
Show my sergeant via voicemail if you'd like, or via video call, and it's all on video.
So again, show me in the constitutional law because revised statutes are for government authorities only, and that is
Look, you have every
a
right
Supreme
to be
Court
sovereign,
law.
but you
No,
need to make
you
sure
do
that
not.
You're still abiding by state laws if you're drawing a
State-
vehicle on a publicly
Again,
maintained roadway.
state laws do not apply to a human creator. Those only apply to government authorities only.
Constitutionalist then, sir?
I absolutely, you can call me a constitutionalist because the United States Constitution is the supreme law of the land. It is the only law which I need to abide by. I have not heard anybody. Show me. No, you need to show me an injured party is what you need to do. Show me an injured party.
You'll decide that you wish to fail to identify yourself.
I don't need to. I've not committed a crime.
You will be removed from your vehicle, and you will be transported to the jail
So-
where they can identify you.
So you're saying right now that I'm going to be arrested if I do not present my identification, and that is, again, before you answer this, I need to ensure that you understand that that is a law for you, not me, a law for you. So you're saying you are going to arrest me and violate my 4th Amendment right. Say that again?
The laws of the state of Colorado apply to every driver within this state.
I'm not driving, I am traveling. I am in a privately owned vehicle.
Operating a motor vehicle upon a highway in the state of Colorado.
Again, I am in a privately owned vehicle traveling on roadways in which are provided. So you want me to not...
You try to play the semantics game of traveling versus driving.
I know you're trying to play a game of contract over...
State of Colorado, sir.
Again, so you're saying that I am going to be arrested. You're going to violate my 4th Amendment right, my 14th Amendment right, if I do not provide identification.
Sir, you have committed a crime in the state of Colorado.
I have not committed a crime because I have clearly displayed license plate tags in my vehicle.
If you listen to him, you
She is
hear what he's
probably
trying
not
to
even going
explain.
to be issuing a citation unless there is a problem with your registration or your insurance or what have you.
Okay, so I can give you...
More than likely, you will be on your way.
No.
However, if you do fail to identify yourself, yes, sir, you will be taken into custody, transported to the jail. They will identify you.
They actually won't, because I do not consent to any searches and seizures. I do not consent to any of this. However, since you're going to violate my rights, I'm going to have the officer fill out my form for her Miranda rights, because
No,
this is...
She is not going to be filling out your form, so your form, so you can try to
That's right.
her in some
Look, it's
kangaroo
simple.
court.
You
That's
either
not going to
identify
happen,
yourself
sir.
or you don't.
I don't
After you
need it.
identify yourself, this makes it easy. You can
Okay,
look
you
both.
just need me to identify myself.
That's
Is that
all
it?
I was asking you to do. I need your identification, I need your insurance and your registration.
I'm reaching
and
for
then
my
I'll let you
wallet.
go.
I'm reaching for my wallet, okay?
It's easy.
And can I get your badge number too?
My badge number is 2841, and I'll write it on the paper that I hand you when I'm done.
You asked for ID.
I need your identification.
Stand by. This is my government-issued identification.
Do you have a driver's license in Colorado?
I do, but I've not committed a traffic infraction. You asked to run my ID. There is my ID.
Last of Anderson, first of Christopher, middle. Hang on just a minute, Sarge. And I know this is a military ID. I also need to see a driver's license. Do you
That's
have
not what you said. You
You're
just said you
operating-
needed to ID me.
I asked you for a driver's license, a registration, and insurance information. I've
May I have
asked
my
you
ID
multiple
back?
times. May I please see your driver's license?
Next time, specify. Because I have it on recording.
He is the registered owner. If you could please confirm my driving status. See how hard was that?
It's going to be really difficult after, because I'm going to file suit for this.
Thank you, sir.
I need to pull up my insurance on my phone.
That's fine. Why don't you go and do that, please? My
Thank you.
information, if you have any questions, like I said, state statute, if you're going to be driving on the public roadways, make it easy for you, okay?
Thank you.
Have a better day.
Am I free to go?
Sorry?
Am I free to go?
Yes, sir, you're free to go.
Thank you. Have a good day. Can you ask the other trooper to back off? Thank you. I was saying, can you ask them to step back so that I don't hit him? I don't want...
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
In the biting cold of the Colorado High Plains, home to over 75 State Patrol checkpoints, one lone citizen stood firm against the weight of state authority. He didn't shout, didn't flee, but calmly invoked his constitutional rights. When pulled over, remember this: you have the right to ask for a clear reason, to refuse to show ID without a specific violation, and to request a supervisor. Always record the encounter. Stay calm, respectful, but firm. This is how you legally protect yourself. Now, we head into the second video from Garden Grove, where every legal boundary was pushed